Hi, Sophia. How are
Hi,
you?
good. How are you?
Hi,
Hi,
Tati. How are
Renato.
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. I loved your approach on Chloe. I think she's fearless. She's empowered. But these movies show a never told story about her. It's like a prequel to the games. How challenging for you was to play the character in an origin story?
I feel like it was less challenging than playing her, in the games already established. When I played the games, I was like, wow, she is hard. She's hard. She just like knows what she's doing and she's just vetted in it. You know what I mean? Like she's in situations where she makes decisions you wouldn't possibly think of in a million years. And, I can't think like that. So, yeah, having to play her still a little bit naive, still discovering who she is in it. A lot easier because that's where I'm at.
I loved your character. I love strong
Thank
woman
you.
kicking ass in the movies. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, Braddock?
Okay, yeah. So Braddock is one of the treasure hunters. She is a not a pseudo friend of Sully's. They have a bit of a backstory and history that you will see throughout the film, and sort of them come up against each other. And Braddock is this relentless, high class woman that will do whatever she needs to do to get her goal.
Some fans can be really toxic when it comes to adaptation. Were you afraid to disappoint them?
Oh, absolutely. Of course. Yeah. I guess that's like all you can hope for, right? That you just like, they're like, yeah, good enough.
They get crazy if you change the hair or change the clothes. It's really, I understand, but it must be really hard.
No, I get it. I get it. If you're a fan of the game, and having played the game, that's what I wanted to see. Like I wanted to feel like I was playing the game. And I honestly, I do. When I watched the movie, I was like, this is the game.
Do you think it's more challenging to play a character that don't exist in the games?
Yes and no. It was challenging in the way of not having something to refer to, much like the other characters were able to. But it also gave for a lot of freedom, because you don't have to abide to anything. You get to create a brand new character and sort of play and see how it fits into the world. So both.
And you think it was a smarter decision to tell a origin story instead of just adapt the first game?
Yeah, I do. Even for people who, like don't even know the games. It's just more interesting.
And this is your first live action movies in the theaters, right? How was to be a part of such a huge blockbuster like this?
Oh my God, it was so nerve-wracking. It was so much fun, but so nerve-wracking at every point of it. Like from, the start of it, my first sort of chemistry read with Mark Wahlberg was like, oh God, like Mark Wahlberg, like that's really like scary. Down to like, the stunt load that I had to do and all of the fights were like to this epic proportion, that I'd never come up against before. And I was like, oh God, I hope I can, really execute this. But in the end, it was just so much fun, like so much fun. I wish I could do it all over again.
And how was working with Tom Holland? He's that nice because he seems to be really funny and nice guy.
He is so nice. I don't know how he does it. Like 24/7, he's so nice.
He is. He's definitely a goofball. Yeah, it's so much fun, like working with Tom. Like he loves to play it at every turn, which is really nice. And it keeps for a good environment on set, like to be able to play in and get comfortable in. So yeah, I loved working with Tom. He's such a sweetheart too. He's got a really good heart.
What about Mark Wahlberg? He's fun too, or he's more like serious guy?
Well, like he's both in a way. Like he's definitely a businessman and like is about his stuff and it's like and will get the stuff done. But he's also a big goofball, which I don't think that people would expect. Like he really became like an uncle to me like during the shoot of this and like just being able to joke with him and like he loves to laugh. He loves to joke with people. And he really taught me a lot and really took me under his wing and mentored me a bit through this. So I'm very grateful for that to him.
Hollywood's all about spin-off these days. Would you like to see Chloe getting her own movie? And where do you think she would go with her history?
Yeah, I think it would be really cool to see Chloe in her own movie. Like I said, like she's still discovering herself in these films, their origin stories, right? So to see Chloe in it fully and really how badass she is stepping into her role as a treasure hunter, fighter, manipulator girl, that would be really cool. Like, not even as an actor playing Chloe, like, I'm not like, oh, I want that. Like, as a fan of the movies, I would love to see.
I would love to see an action scene of a possible sequel here in Brazil. I think it would be funny. If they manage to bring your character in the sequel, would you like to return?
I would. I would love to learn more about Braddock in this world and just see how that continues to pan out, especially in relation to Sully and what that would mean for him. Yeah, I would absolutely love to return.
And what game would you like to see being adapted in the next movie?
That's a really good question. I want to go to like some crazy exotic country.
Brazil.
The rainforest. That would be really cool. I mean, when do you see the Amazon and things, right?
I would love to see
It'd
that.
be cool. Explore like wildlife and like different just varieties of flora and fauna and stuff.
Tati, thank you very much. Do you want to send a kiss to your fans of Brazil?
Thank you, Brazil. Thank you so much for all of the love. I love you all. Many blessings, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sophia. Beijo do Brasil.
Thank you.